Hola, mi clase!
Hola, mi profa!
Hola, mi clase!
Hola, mi profa!
Fantastico. Hey, class, your attention, please. Clark.
Hello, Clark.
Oh, we got our nose.
Clark.
All right, kids, I'm really excited because I have a big announcement to make. I'm super psyched, and you're going to love it. I love it, too. So, originally, I told you that we would start this project on my birthday. But then, during first period, I was taking a minute to just review the timeline, and I realized that I made a mistake. Because last year, we had a whole week of extra school. You remember that because of that big snowstorm? 9.5 inches at my house. Thank you, Kiara. So what we're going to do is we have to push it back a week because all the deadlines took into consideration that we had that extra week in June. We're getting out June 8th because even though we had 1 or 2 snow days, how many snow days did we have? One and a half? Oh, and then we had that crazy day where everybody was leaving all day long. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So
I
weird.
had that. My dad wouldn't pick me up.
But that was like a real school day, so we didn't have to make it up. So thank goodness. Yes.
And they got a phone call and I was like,
Good
yeah,
luck.
no, but then
Are you taking your test?
Yes.
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, where is she?
She has to go finish the test. All right, people, we're moving on and go, Henry. Dude, Henry's eating. 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, so I'm going to walk you through the project because we had to push it back a week. So officially we'll be starting working on it on May the 7th, but today is May the 3rd, and tomorrow's May the 4th, and may the 4th be with you. And we're going to have to do our word off words on Friday, so we only have one day to kind of lay the groundwork and get started. Then next week we'll work on the project Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday we'll do the yearbook, and then Thursday we'll work on the project, and Friday we'll work on the word off. So let me walk you through this project and tell you some helpful hints. Later on, you'll get this on a handout, so don't worry. But I just want to give you some highlights, literally highlights, get it? So we're going to be making some classroom library books here at the end of the year. We're going to work on partner projects. You and your partner are going to write, illustrate, and produce a storybook for next year's 7th graders. We'll have a library of stories for them to read during their 10 minutes of free reading time. Here are the deadlines. On Tuesday, May the 15th, that's the day after my birthday, it was originally the day we were supposed to start, but right now we had to move it back. You're going to have your story written in rough draft form in pen or pencil in your rough draft packet. Here's what your rough draft packet looks like. Yes, it's very fancy. It's paper that is made into a packet. In your rough draft packet, you have to, very important, you have to write in Spanish. Don't write in English and then translate later. It is far too difficult to translate. Plus, these books are going to be read by beginners, so your sentences should be simple and mainly use words that you know. This is super important. If you need to look up a word here and there, that's okay, but the majority of your writing should come from your own knowledge of Spanish. I highlighted this because it's muy importante. As you work, you need to keep a list of all the words that you have to look up on the back of your rough draft packet, because those are the words that you'll put in your illustrated glossary when you get to step 3. Let me show you one of the finest stories that was written last year, Ollie, the octopus. So Ollie the octopus, right here, by Helena and Henriette. In the back, you can clearly see has a glossary. It's a little illustrated glossary, and it has all the words that they had to look up. So it's very important while you're working on your rough draft to make sure that you keep a list of all the words that go in the glossary. And then later, you will highlight those words inside the book so that the 7th graders will know that they can rely on you to teach them the things that you had to look up. These are the parts of the story, but I'm not going to go through all of them quite yet. I'm just going to give you the highlights. You have to talk about the character, the setting, the weather, another character, a problem. They got to solve the problem. And then there's a moral of the story at the end. And then you're going to say, sobre el equipo. Let's see what Helen and Andrea said last year. Hi, my name is Helen. I was born in Portland, Oregon. I like dancing, and this is a Spanish. I'm just translating it for you.
That's my locker.
I like dancing and soccer. My favorite colors are pink and blue. I have a dog and a cat. I have a sister and a brother. And my favorite animal is the elephant. I love chocolate. Chocolate's my favorite. I like to read and be with my friends, and I love the summer. Oh, and look, here's a picture of the team. It's just really great. So that is all the ingredients in your book. And we have some deadlines here and there. And it's a really fun project, so this is how I feel. Yay, I'm a teacher. It's really fun to watch you guys work. Let me give you some advice on making your character. When you make your character,
I want to do a robot laser shooter.
I wish you would. When you make your character and your secondary character, thanks for your attention, you want to make sure that they are really simply drawn, okay? See Ollie, how he's like a very simple drawing? Some of us are like really fancy artists and we could do like a really complicated drawing, but you don't want to do like something really complex because look, every single page you have to put a picture of this character, okay? So on every single page you have to replicate the same look and design of the character. If you make your character like really complicated, that's your choice, but just know that it might involve you working some outside of school. If you want to keep it simple and think like sort of a comic book style, that is usually the best. Also, part of your grade is that it's colorful and fun to look at. So today when you do like, we're doing like a prototype of your character, okay? So we're just going to do like a drawing of your character. When you do the drawing, you want to make sure that you have at least 3 colors in your character. For instance, Ollie has white and black and blue and pink cheeks. And then you have to outline them in black pen, okay? See these black pens right here? We're probably going to use a whole box of these black pens over the next 3 weeks because we're going to be outlining everything in black pen. You see how everything looks a lot better when it's outlined in black pen? This is a piece of artwork, tips, and advice that you should take to every other class you ever take. Whenever you outline your drawings in black pen, or I think they use black color pencils, you have a lot better look to your drawings. We do have for you to use some colored pencils, and we also have these markers, but wait. I have to be able to trust you guys that these markers right there, which are double tipped and really cool, one's like wide, one's like thin. These markers cost a lot of money and I bought them just for this project and our yearbook project. So can I trust you that these markers will always come back into this box?
No.
And
Yes, you can.
and as the month goes on, they will get like fewer and fewer.
No, you can't.
Can I
You
trust
can't.
you?
No.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
you can't trust
You
them,
can
but you can
use
trust me.
colored pencils and those markers over there if I
Oh, no,
catch you.
can trust us. Ava.
Oh, can I really trust you, kids?
No. Yeah.
Raise your hand if you can't be trusted and you shouldn't be using these markers. Well, if your hand is not in the air, then I think that I can probably trust you, and I'll see today if I can.
Literally, our main character.
All right, Ava, we're about to start working, so cut that off.